Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner Albert Campman. Albert, gold. Fitch got the gold.
Yeah, back-to-back, second consecutive state championship for Fitch. 4-0 victory over Watkins Memorial. Sidney Watts, who we've talked a lot about on this show, complete game shutout, 2 hits, 10 strikeouts. Alea Ray started the game with a solo home run. Watts came back and slugged another, and they end up 23-1 on the year. Gold, we said we hoped somebody would bring home gold, and they did. Congratulations to the Austin Fitch girls. Canfield also won gold, topped Bryan 4-0 Division II softball championship. Cardinals also won a state championship previously in 2008. George mentioned Melena Toth. Tossed a complete game shutout. She's been mentioned many times on this show. 2 hits, 10 strikeouts, George.
Yeah. You know what we noticed, too? Like, the quality of the opposition. These girls are getting 14, 15, 16, 17 during the year. Nothing wrong with 10 Ks, but it tells you these other teams are at least...
It was striking out 17. You're
yeah,
right.
I noticed.
Yes.
That's the first thing I noticed.
And Kaylee Ortiz had a 3-run double to kick off the game. Congratulations to Kaylee. Big hit in the game. Marina Koenig added an RBI single. 27-3 on the year. Canfield girls state champs. Congratulations to both those teams. We want to mention South Range lost to Liberty Union in the state championship game. They ended up with a record of 29-4. They're always looking for state championships in that school district. They've been on fire for a while. Track and field also finished up. George and I have decided to name the gold and silver winners in the state track and field meet. There's been lots of girls and guys that finished 4th and 3rd and 5th, and we want to say congratulations to you too.
Yeah, listen, we just don't have the time or the space, but
Yeah.
don't think you didn't have a great season.
Yeah, we could read them. We have to read them for a half hour.
Yeah, you did.
That's how good they are.
You did a fabulous job.
But we want to congratulate Maggie Hopple, Riley Hutton, Megan Stafford, and Maggie Hall, 2nd place in the 4x8. Ava Littler from Canfield, 2nd place in the girls' 100-meter hurdles. In Division III, Michael Malone from Lowellville, state champ in the boys' 300-meter hurdles, 2nd place in the 100-meter hurdles, 2nd place in the 110-meter hurdles. Congratulations to Matt Lucido, Josh Bazell, Drew Molitsky, and Michael Malone from Lowellville, state champs in the 4x4 relay. Colin Wells, Caden Pitts, Mason LeBay, and Danny Milburn from United, state champs in the 4x1 relay. Kaylee Richards, Maplewood, state champ in the girls' 3,200-meter run, 2nd in the 1,600. And Nathan Kokovich, Marcus Kamara, Jalen Murray, and Noah Elser from Warren JFK, 2nd place in the 4x200-meter relay. A state track meet at Ohio. I was there once. It's quite a thrill to be there. So many kids that are outstanding athletes. I can't describe what they look like. And in all events, congratulations, girls and boys from the state of Ohio and the local teams.
You know how some things are in your mind, and no matter, like the minute the subject comes up or the term comes up, you think right away.
Mind, yeah.
Mine is the 4x100. I used to live by the track, and I'd hear that baton clanging on.
Oh,
we had 4 guys who were fast enough to win it. They could not pass that baton. It would either drop or they'd be out of the lane. But that when you said 4x1, that's the first thing that reminded me, because we had guys
They were fast enough, right?
No question.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of times. I'm a big players game, and I know you cannot win the 4x1 without 4 speed merchants. But I coached track for 30 years, and that is the one area, that and hurdles and high jump are the 3 that you can really coach them and get them a lot better. And George talked about how you get them coached. Well, hurdles technique, high jump technique, and in the relay, it's getting it down to a science where each step, each handoff is done over and over, so you don't have to worry about that baton.
I could hear that thing hitting the track.
Yeah.
Honestly, as you read 4x1, I, in my mind, could hear that baton, that metal baton,
Yeah, that's the truth.
hitting that rubber
It's the
track.
worst feeling in the world.
It has to be.
It is.
Because these guys were jets.
Worst
but
feeling in the world.
they cannot do it.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the guys that get. Hey, by the way, you won't be needing to have any GoFundMe for any of the NBA players. I just saw the new TV contract with NBC. It's honest to God. Guy said, I'm going to say this again. He said, it's billions.
Yeah, think about that.
70-some billion. And they're like Amazon's got games, ESPN has games, and now NBC. They're back after 20-year absence.
So in other words, the NBA players who sit out, I'm going to make more fun of them.
Yeah, you can make more fun of them
because they're getting paid pretty good. The next contracts, in other words, are going to come out pretty gigantic.
Yeah, they're going to be large. So
Yes.
the max is going to be.
Yes.
And they do something that the other sports don't do. Your salary, if you make like first team all league
Right.
or whatever, like Doncic, he's looking at $79 million, I believe.
Like this is incentives or this?
No, that's because of what he did this year. He qualifies for the max next year.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's how that works.
79 million, huh?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be.
He'll still be complaining.
He'll be. Oh, well, no.
Think about 79, George.
What could make you mad?
That's what I'm saying.
Think about if you made $79 million. What would
I just
make
want
you
to tell
mad?
him to compete the hardest he can, to quit blaming the referees when he loses.
Yeah, which he does.
Just think about how our players acted that way.
What he no, I thought I sent you something.
Just
today.
think of
no,
what
no.
our
I
players
sent
acted
you
that
something today. Baseball.
Oh, I saw it. The Soto strut.
You know what, buddy? Hey, kid.
This kid was 12 years old.
Hey, kid. Come on. Great line the other day. Guy had a great line. This coach on every once in a while, there's some a lot of junk on there, but every once in a while, and this guy said, he said, it was about, letting your kids, and you and I are more determined than ever. We honestly believe this could be stopped, but the coaches aren't willing to stop.
We'll say it again. This has been we got lots of trademarks, George and I. I've been together for 30 years, maybe 40 years. Discipline is what you do for somebody, not to somebody. Coaches, please stop thinking
Stop it.
you're going to hurt their feelings. You have to make them understand there's a right way and a wrong way. And a kid who's 12 years old making fun of the pitcher on a ball they just threw outside, doing what he did.
Made me
I'd call him off the field right there. He said,
Go back for
what did I
him.
do wrong, Dad?
Yeah,
I'll tell you what you did
Go
wrong.
back for him. Go back. You're batting for him.
But and I've said this before on our radio show. My grandkids watch sports. They see Doncic complain,
Every
cry,
play.
so they think, Papa.
Yeah, it's okay.
What's wrong? He's the best player in the NBA. If he can do it,
Yeah.
I can do it. Yeah. And it's every play. If it was just like
Yeah, no,
I understand.
They miss one
sometimes.
once in a while.
Yeah. Yes.
It's every play.
From the very first
And
start of the
Draymond
game.
hasn't fouled yet. He's been in the league how many years?
Oh,
He's
my
not
God.
committed
But
a
he can't
foul.
play like Doncic, so I don't even look at him.
No, God, he's terrible.
Like, they won't spend their time watching Draymond Green because he can't play.
No.
But Doncic is a star.
Oh, no. No, that's what I wanted to start here, too. I want to talk about the NBA Finals.
Okay.
Okay. I've watched, like I said, I don't.
You got to see them all.
But I want to get into detail here. I don't think I can remember as many people liking the dog that's this big. In other words, I get people liking Dallas, and I get Boston being the 2-1 favorite, but I don't get how many people, this channel, that channel.
I do get it, Pete.
What is it?
I told you, Boston's I told myself they're so nonchalant and look so bad.
Go to
winning.
sleep.
Yeah, there's never been a team swept series that looks so bad winning. Like they'll get an 18. I don't feel like playing here right anymore. You understand? Indiana could have.
3 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you're asking me. Well, if
Okay.
you looked and see,
They go to
let's say,
sleep,
wait a
you're
minute.
saying.
Indiana could have
Because
beaten
they have a 4-1 and a 4-0.
You would think, yeah, with that,
Two ones
one of
and
the
a-
greatest teams ever.
But if you examine it.
Oh, to examine it closely, you say, wait a
Okay.
minute, if Dallas plays their
That's what I-
best games,
That's what I want.
Boston could
Okay.
lose.
No, that's why I wanted to ask you that. Because
you watch Indiana almost beat
I
them.
wanted it twice.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm going to tell you this Boston coach, he's a young kid.
Yes.
He's young. I've watched him let that other team go on runs
They don't
that
use
he should have
timeouts.
nipped.
They're not calling timeouts.
God.
They don't believe in calling time. That's another thing they don't believe in. They have a certain time they call a timeout, not because of the game.
Rest.
It's a rest time. It's a rest timeout.
So you're going to tell me.
That's the reason. Boston's better.
Dallas has 2 superstars, so we
Yes.
know that.
Oh, yes. And that's the other reason to look at it, George.
Okay.
So how about they both get 70 every game?
I asked you that on the phone one
They
night.
Then they said they have a chance.
Is that the magic number?
Yeah.
65?
Oh, yeah, if they get that. If they get that, they're going to win.
Okay.
That's not easy to get to. A 70's not easy to get to.
Now, Boston has better balance. When you
Totally.
throw in guys like Drew Holiday and Porzingis is back. And this White,
And White's
there's
the
a,
most
there's a
underrated player.
prop on him to have the most threes in the series.
He's the-
I don't think I could go against it.
He don't get the ball enough, though. That's why.
No, he could have 8 or 2.
Yeah, because he doesn't get it himself.
And he will be
He
guard.
stands and waits.
I understand. It's a kick. It's,
Yeah.
it's usually a cross floor kick too, like a
Yes,
like
it
again
is.
like
It is.
like it's a zone almost. I know exactly.
Yeah.
Now 6.5. That's the smallest line they've had in the series in Game 1. What does that tell you?
What we just talked about beforehand. They think Dallas is going to give them all they want, and there's nothing harder to me to handicap than Boston, because I know if Tatum's hitting those fadeaway jumpers and the other 4 are making, they're going to win by 30.
And Brown's no joke.
No, he can score. He can score.
I
in a
thought
variety
about
of
that.
ways.
I thought when I examined the million props and all, I thought the one to look at. At first I thought was Tatum double every game.
Okay.
But he could have 9 rebounds or assists so easy. But then I thought maybe Brown MVP. It's got pretty good juice.
He has a good chance of that too.
You think so?
Oh, yeah,
In other words, if Dallas wins, it's Doncic.
easily.
Okay, we thought so. That's a bad
Easily.
bet. You agree?
Yeah.
Okay. If somebody else wins other than Tatum, you're going to get some money back.
Right.
Is he? He's not an absolute then for MVP like Doncic is.
No.
In other words, if Dallas wins, Doncic gets
Yes.
it. But if Boston wins, Brown could get it.
Brown could get it. Yeah, if he played like he
Okay,
did
no,
last
that's
year.
what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. That's a
Yeah.
big help. I just think 2-1. I thought of all the props, Dallas plus 1.5 games. In other words, 4-2. You know, they would
Has to go
4-3.
4-2,
No,
they're gonna lose.
4-3.
They win
4-3, you
4-3.
win.
They lose 4-2.
Yeah, that seems about right to me.
Yeah, it's going to be right there. It's
That's
going to be
what
right
I
there.
thought. That's
I think they're winning 2, so I think it's 4-2.
so plus 1.5 would be no
That's
good.
what I
in
would
you.
think.
No. That's
what I
why
would
I'm
think.
asking you. Now Porzingis, I know he's running, and I know he's back at practice, but does he have to be a little bit rusty? You know, it's been a month.
See, he's not. They don't need him for offense.
He just was,
He's on
Rim
the floor.
protection.
Oh, no. He rim protects better than anybody in the league.
And then he
That's
can
what I thought
shoot-
was the best
and he
bet.
can
man.
shoot that
How many block
okay.
shots he's going to get.
Ooh.
Remember, if he plays, he's going to block him with other shots.
Okay, and then he does shoot that set shot if you kick it to him.
Oh,
He-
no,
he has
he can,
that
yeah, he can
scissor
score,
kick
but
set shot.
once again, he's their 5th guy.
Okay, that's you
And he's
said
been
it.
an all-star.
Yeah, Drew Holiday, he's an all-star.
Well, I know they've been all-stars, yeah.
He's got Kyrie right out of the gate. There's no secret there.
Yeah, no question.
Can he
they,
ball
they
him?
end up switching, though. No,
They'll switch.
They,
Don't.
see, they
No,
might
no,
start.
don't,
That's
don't.
what Dallas does really well. by the way.
Don't. Yeah, don't
They're
you
gonna,
pick some
they're gonna,
guards.
they're gonna try to make
Yes,
you switch and
yes.
then get it. Uh-huh.
I know one guy who wouldn't switch.
McDonald's not switching now.
Well, he's not switching.
No.
Exercising demons, that is going to be Tatum.
Yeah.
I looked at some of his numbers. Some of those are bad rap. Like he scores in the fourth quarter.
Late he doesn't though.
But that's what he's getting the
Late,
blame
I'm
for.
talking about the last
Minute and
2
a half,
minutes. Yeah,
set shot
yeah.
in the corner. He's got to
He's been
make
known
it.
to miss them. He's been known to miss them.
Well, this is his series.
Yeah.
This is his series. All right. NFL yesterday. I didn't think the 49ers got the memo about running backs being devalued because McCaffrey sure isn't devalued.
And he's the best by far.
Okay, you agree.
Easily.
I'd agree with you.
Yeah, easily. Not even nobody's even close.
19 million per plus
But that ain't that
some
much for a NFL player, though.
for a running back it is, but not
No,
for a player.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no. Like a guy.
That's the point I'm making.
You know,
is-
coming over, I heard this guy talking. He said he's a running, he's half
He
receiver.
is. But still, I think it's a great deal.
Now, let me ask
It's a
you-
great deal getting a
let me
player
ask you
that
something.
cheap.
Do you see Ayuk go on?
He's trying.
Pittsburgh give him that kind of money?
No.
They signed Cam Sutton today, by
Yes,
the way.
Oh, did they really?
Yes, he did.
Tell Eddie. They ain't going to sign anybody. No.
He doesn't know.
Sutton's been Denver's best receiver forever. Oh, my gosh. That's a great
he
get.
signed Cam Sutton today.
Jeez.
Yeah, he had some kind of legal problem. I said they signed Ernie Holmes, so I wouldn't be too
Yes.
worried about it. He makes me laugh. McCaffrey does everything.
Yeah,
Catches
he's the
and
best.
runs.
As I tell everybody, I play fantasy, and there's nobody close to him on fantasy. Zero. I mean, there's a drop off from 100 to 30.
When
Because he catches so many passes.
if I do any props, I always play him over
It's a good way to play
because
it.
he could break a tackle and go 60.
That's
also.
the other thing.
Yeah, they're not all 8 yards.
Yes, no.
I remember when he was at Stanford, we were all over him for not playing in the bowl.
I still am over about that.
But how about this though? Do you remember teammates weren't mad a bit?
That's a new thing. They're putting their arms
Because they're
around
going to do it too. Hey, we have a good one for you. A buddy of ours is an NFL agent, and North Carolina guys weren't playing in the bowl when they came to the facility to get their stuff, and Mac Brown told them, it's out there in the black bag in the hall.
Yes, and we're talking about the great quarterback. Who was
Yeah,
one of them.
yeah,
yes.
May.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. They
Yeah.
said he's, getting in there. There's a lot to learn. There's no doubt in our mind. We know what positions.
There hasn't been many rookie quarterbacks. That's why Stroud was so tremendous.
Yeah.
Most of them take a couple of years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, that's exactly right. Pittsburgh may be interested in Ayuk, but the money would be
We're
prohibitive.
not getting him anymore after they got Sutton.
Okay.
He's out. He's out now.
Several of the quarterbacks are coming up. It's like a merry-go-round. In the next guy off, there are about 3 of them. They're looking. Tua is still looking. What would you do with a guy like Tua? He's good. He's not great.
And I've said that all along.
You-
but in the NFL, they're going to sign you, George. They need quarterbacks because there's none out there.
No, you can't go get one.
Yeah, they're
right?
not out there. Yeah,
You can't go get one. I know
Yeah,
that.
he's going to get signed.
All right.
But he has. You described him perfectly. Very good, but not great.
Very
Yeah,
good. I saw him yesterday. He's got the right attitude. It looks like he dropped about 15.
He'll be strong enough to take the hits.
That's. And how about this though? You got a warm weather team. Play great in Miami, lousy when it's under 40. They end up going to Kansas City in the coldest. There are people dying in the stands.
Yeah, there's two teams that you look at in the NFL for weather. Miami at home in early season and Buffalo late.
You don't want to go
Yeah,
there.
nobody wants to go minus
No,
20, 10
no,
degrees.
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
And some of these numbers are going to be they're going to be like the GDP of small countries. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yes.
And you know what's next? The 18-game schedule.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
you know what's
sure.
coming to it? I just am not in favor, but I know it's coming. The out-of-the-country games.
Oh, please.
You know what I think? We're going to
Please.
– I don't think you and I may know. We might. You're younger than I am.
I ain't that much younger.
They're going to be like 4 European teams, and there's going to be like like you play
Is that
off
coming,
before.
George?
I don't think we'll see it, but that's coming.
They're
In
gonna
other words, there'll be
the
one in
NFL's
Spain, one in Germany, one in England,
my
and then what'll happen?
gosh.
You'll play 3 or 4 of them, then come back.
Oh my God.
That's my guess. That's all that is a guess.
Must
you
be
know.
getting a lot of billions of dollars out of that.
Oh yeah. I saw something.
Something behind the scenes
where
that we
next
wouldn't know.
year every team will make a B as in Bubba.
Before they even start.
Coming out, yeah. And the Washington kicker, whatever he did on that plane, he's gone.
Okay.
Now he was with Jacksonville last
Right.
year. Don't forget. But they have 2 policies that are absolute. The one is the marijuana on the plane, and 2 is the alcohol on the plane. For
Okay.
just that.
Gotcha.
So he basically ruined his life.
Just make a mistake.
Yeah, and
One
and
decision.
we'll talk about baseball in a minute because
One
Marcano
decision. Yep.
sure made a mistake. Then when I saw his record, we'll talk about that in a minute. Unbelievable. What the NFL has done as we leave and go to MLB, what the NFL has done that we have to give them credit for them. We knew this would happen. They've made themselves relevant 365.
Yeah, that was their plan all along. They're not relevant to me.
No.
But
like tomorrow, I could care
I'm
what
talking about the fanatic fans. Though.
Al?
They wait for that schedule.
How about
day
the
to come out.
draft?
Yeah, the draft, the schedule day,
OTAs.
They want to know what's going on.
These guys
They
aren't
mean
even
nothing.
there. By the way, when you
They mean
look
zero.
up the word volunteer sometimes, he's not there. He's not there. Arrow. They're volunteer.
I don't care if it's not volunteer. If they don't want to come, they're not coming.
No, these guys.
Lamb didn't come, and I said, "Do you think that means you're telling me
You
he's
think
not
he'll be there
He's not
September
gonna- Yeah, that's what I'm
I bet
saying.
you're there.
I get. Yeah, that means zero.
I remember one time you said that way back a long time ago. Someone was saying about their guys not being there. They were, how it is.
Right.
And you said he'll be there in December, and that's all you care about.
That's all they care about.
He'll be there.
Yes, I
He'll be
know
in that
he will.
end zone,
And
too.
he's going to get a new contract, too.
Oh.
He's going to get it. Now,
Yeah. Jerry, he can talk the talk, but when it comes time to putting that kid out there, they're putting him out.
Yeah.
And he saw what the kid got from Minnesota.
Yes. Lamb's going to get a big contract.
All right, now we have to talk MLB. Mercano, 2 reasons. One, he was out, he was injured. And secondly, he lost 96. No, he should have stopped long before. He's calling out.
He's worse than me.
No, he's worse I've ever heard. He's with a potato chip man. You don't understand. That's potato chip man count.
He bet 100 bets. He lost 96 of them.
And he was still betting.
Still going.
They did him a favor getting him to stop. My God, what was he
did.
doing? But anyhow, this is a Pete Rose band, by the way. This isn't a slap your finger.
What's your thoughts on
Oh, boy,
all the gambling?
yeah, I know.
No, I have trouble with it.
I hate
do.
Sheldon, but he nailed it yesterday. He
I have
said,
trouble with
he
it.
said, we have one absolute. You want to bet on horses? Fine. You want to bet on football? Fine. We have one absolute.
Don't bet
No
on the sport.
baseball.
Yeah, and I understand what he's saying, but I go to the game.
It's readily available.
It comes across the screen.
Oh, yeah.
FanDuel and DraftKings are represented.
Oh, yeah, they have that,
That's
right.
why I've struggled.
and they have the odds underneath.
I just think they're so pathetic
Yeah.
that they let, just because they give them all the money.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't suspend them, for example. I would have some kind of whatever
Punishment the first time.
But wait a minute, you are telling me that FanDuel and DraftKings are okay for you to bring the money in?
Yeah, but your players can't bet on their own. Well, their big thing is keeping it so you think it's not.
And I get that. But just don't suspend them totally.
I got you. In other words, a nice whack, 54 games
whatever,
the first time.
whatever, yes.
Second time, 108, third time.
Gone. Yeah,
gone.
that's what I agree
Okay.
with what you said.
No,
right
no,
there.
no,
That's
I'm
what
not,
I'd say.
No, I'm not going to. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
We know Judge is on fire. Then last night, the other big boy hit one. When they're hitting, that's a tough lineup.
No,
And-
the Yankees right now are the favorite.
Yeah,
for me to
and
win,
Cole,
to win it because
Cole
their pitching's
had
unbelievable.
yeah. Pittsburgh, you went last night.
I was there.
I watched it. Oh,
Typical Pirate
Hey,
game. They
but,
could easily lose.
2-1. And, hey, have you
They could
ever?
easily lost.
How about when Chapman threw his glove?
I
in? He
liked
thought
it.
it was going.
I love that. Shows he still cares.
Oh, he cares.
No. I didn't know if he did. No, I'm serious because that's Chapman.
But wait a minute. No. They said he's all in. He lifts twice a day. He's
I
all
mean,
in.
I was so excited to see somebody cared
He was
about
in.
winning or
You
losing.
didn't mind him throwing his glove.
I was happy he threw his glove.
Hey, how about this?
He thought it was out of there. He thought it was
Well, of
out.
course he did.
He
And
thought
you
it
know
was
who else did? The big boy
I know,
from
too.
Mars.
Oh, no, I know.
He went like.
No, that should have been out of it.
But wait,
It
here's
hit the
the
deepest part.
best thing. You had to see McCutcheon getting after the lefty when he came back in the dugout, like throwing the glove down on the bench.
Making fun of him? Or-
Yeah, no,
oh, okay.
he loved it. He big smile on his
Gotcha.
face. Bottom line is, well, as you said, 2 runs would have beaten them.
That's why they can't win. I told George that they're going to go on an 8-game losing streak.
I said to him, they had great pitching. He said, yeah, but they can't hit it all.
No, at all.
At
I
all.
mean, at all.
No.
I felt so bad for Jones. He knew that if he gave a run up,
Boy, did he pitch.
he's a great pitcher,
Oh,
but he was going to lose. Yeah,
No.
What a two-way street that is.
Yeah.
That they're pitching so outstanding.
Yeah.
And they're hitting it so. But nobody's like the Guardians though.
No, wait a minute.
They win every night.
Every night.
And last night down 5-0 to a guy who's been.
By the way,
dominating.
they're 7-3 in the last 10. Let me tell you what I noticed. They're at that juncture, like somehow you think they're going to win. Like they're down 5-2
No,
in the
I do
seventh.
it all the time.
Yeah, I mean Pittsburgh, we don't think they're going to win.
And once they went to 5-5, the game's
Oh.
over because Cleveland gives no runs
No, you don't
after
get
the
it.
6th inning.
No,
Yeah.
they something and won.
Yeah, they don't give any runs.
No, I
after the 6th inning.
saw that.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, 3 days off in the last 8. They should all play Memorial Day. I think we mentioned that last
did,
week
we
in
did.
past.
But more importantly, they should all play every day. If you got 3 days off, what are you giving rest to anybody for?
3. Oh, you mean the play?
Yes.
Yeah, 3 out of 8. They
My
were off.
gosh,
I'm
give it
looking
rest.
at one Sunday. He's giving this kid off. First of all, he's 22. Secondly, I look. Well, they don't play tomorrow. Well, wait a minute. They don't play Thursday. Wait a minute. I'm like, are you kidding?
Why are you giving anybody a rest? Yes.
No, I guess. What's your thought on using your bench guys? Because I did
Sundays.
that and the guy jumped me
I told you Sundays.
Sunday.
I said all along.
Okay, so
They
that's,
know.
That's Chuck Tanner's.
It's been around forever.
Yeah,
That's my style.
Okay, Sunday the
You're,
bench
boys,
guys play.
get ready, get in the cage because you're playing Sunday.
Okay. No, that's all we need
Yeah,
to know.
uh-huh.
That makes sense. Baseball's at the third point. They're a little bit past it. It's no longer the beginning. We're getting a pretty good idea of what's going
Most of them
on.
have 100 games left right now.
Yeah,
I looked at the
62
schedule.
means
Most
100.
of them play 62.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they play 100. They have 100 left.
That's right. All right, we got to talk college football a little bit. After the portal, they have new rankings now. AP after the portal. I sent it down. Boy, it sure looked like before the portal to me. Did it look
Only one
any,
was Oregon. Oregon surprised me.
a little higher than you
Yeah,
thought?
second.
Georgia
grade,
right
yeah.
there. Ohio State.
The rest of them are Alabama. The rest of them are there.
If you were there.
Yeah.
You know,
Rip Van Winkle. We can put up. We can
you know
wake
who
up.
came back? You know who's all in this year? Just keep a small eye on.
Who's that?
Missouri.
They got a lot of people back.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
people will be after them this year.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand?
They're not
That's-
surprising.
They're not surprising anybody. This
No,
year.
but I wouldn't,
And they're in that leg. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that's
that leg could get you three
that's
times in a hurry.
That's a meat grinder. That league
Yes.
is really tough. No question about it. It looked to me like the rich got richer.
Oh, it's
Does it
never,
look that
that's
way to
never
you?
changing.
Yeah.
They got more money to give out than anybody.
How about the quarterbacks returning? Gabriel, and I know he's been out 6-7 years.
He has been.
He has to be like about ready
He's
for
as old as the coaches.
Social Security.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Less than 90 days to win.
But that gives Oregon a chance, though, because you have to have a great quarterback to win it.
Remember how we liked
And they
him in
have it.
Central Florida? Do you remember?
Oh yes, my gosh, and that's when he can run. He don't run as
He
he don't run as well.
No,
now.
that I heard he almost lost his leg.
He still runs decent, but nothing like
Yeah.
he did then.
And don't forget, just in case you guys are been on vacay or haven't been noticing, you got Southern Cal, you got Oregon in the Big Ten, UCLA, and you have in Pitt's league you have Stanford, Southern Cal, and Cal. I mean, who heard of the Atlantic Coast Conference? Stanford.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know I can't get used to
No,
it.
geography's.
Is Oklahoma and Texas in the SEC this year?
Yeah.
This year starting?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And don't forget, it's a 12-team tourney.
Yeah.
We got that too. Gino got the big contract. Somehow Gino looked at that lady at Stanford quitting, and he
How old is he, Pete?
like my age, 70.
That's what I'm saying. And he's got a big contract.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Remember, here's what he said. Now you have to have a BS indicator when you hear these guys. Said he wanted to stop, but he said he sees these kids, he like where I'm thinking he can get that record and he knows it. And by the way, he's the highest paid. He just went past the lady at LSU.
Oh, that's what he went in and said.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I
Yeah.
won all these championships.
Yeah.
This girl, Kim Mulaney,
She
whatever.
won one.
Mulkey.
Mulkey won two.
Yeah, getting all this
Larry Allen, very, very sad. But the video of him pushing up 700 pounds will be in my mind forever. They said no one, that Randall, they talked to everybody.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't say a word. He said, I didn't want to make him mad. He said, he'd pick you up and put you about 8 yards over. He said, I never made him mad.
Yeah, he and Parker and Hannah are the three best guards I ever saw. So.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're right there with them. Oh, I saw a video of Myles Garrett doing some plyometrics.
He's different too, ain't he?
Oh, jeez. There's nobody like
Well, they're all like, but you understand,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
put somebody else on there,
Yeah, he'd be pretty close.
you
at
understand,
least.
they're
Yeah.
so, you can't play in the NFL unless you're a beast. Because you're getting hit by a Mack truck every play.
To jump up at that thing 5 feet up from a dead stop at that man's size,
And he's huge.
it was quite
Well, like Booger
impressive.
said, the guy,
Yeah,
Booger was
Booger.
dunking that ball.
Yeah, oh yeah, no question about it. TBS losing it, so Charles, it looks to be what's going to happen if you read the tea leaves. NBC's going to make a big offer to Charles and Shaq. Kenny's going to be the odd man out.
Is he really?
Yeah, they have one more year now. They have it next year. Everybody thinks they're done.
TBS is still on next year. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, 26.
TBS is still on. Okay.
But it looks like Charles is going to get the big money if he chooses.
Yeah,
He
right.
just, how about this? He doesn't want to work too much. That's his
That's
big
his thing. That's his
Yeah,
thing. I know.
and he's fortunate. He's so good. Hey, thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.